To get this remix going, I have an acapella that I got off of YouTube, and basically once I record this, I can take the screen recording and bring it into Ableton, and then from there I can just use the audio of that and start to warp it so that it can fit into the tempo, and you can see me here moving around some warp markers so that I can kind of start to align everything. From there, I got a drum going that's basically a loop cloud loop, and it's a fairly simple drum and bass loop. I then started plotting out some bass notes. Once I got that going on, I can basically construct some chords from that by doubling up everything and setting it up as a chord. I have a very simple polysynth playing some chords, and that kind of goes throughout the song. And you can see me here adding, for example, the ARP. That also is prevalent in the song as well, and that's going through the TO5. Now I'm passing the ARP through a reverb, giving it a little bit more feel that is kind of a little bit more ambiance, and here you can see me just kind of chopping up the beat so that it's kind of more cohesive and starts to be a little bit more energetic and in line with the kind of sound that we're looking for. You know, plotting out some crashes, adding some bass, all this stuff here, late night sessions. These are the kind of things that, like, if you're into making music, you kind of find a little bit of time here and there to get things done, and that's me doing that basically here. Let me walk you guys through the arrangement. Basically, the acapella you can see runs through the whole song, and where you can see the purple audio, that's the drums. Underneath that, you can see the bass line and the ARP that I showed you guys. I passed through the different reverb, and there's a couple different pads and synths that I showed you were basically the main synth lines. Now, I've gotten a couple breaks in here that are breaks that I've not showed you how I've gotten, but know that they're pretty cool. And I've added them in, and I've added also a ride in, and then some crashes. Basically, this is a very simple arrangement and a very simple song. I'm doing this to show you guys that you don't have to make something very complicated to make something cool. And ultimately, I'm giving you guys an insight into how to get into making a remix. If you want to make it more or less complicated, that's up to you, but this is just kind of like a gateway into figuring out how to get this kind of thing started. So if that's something that you're interested in and you appreciate, let me know that, and I can give you guys more tips on these kind of things.